This is an unboxing slash mini review slash show and tell, I guess. Here's the setup. I've got the Canon M50, and on it I have the Canon M mount so that I can actually mount the Canon 2470 2.8 L series lens. Now the reason why I'm showing you this is because I'm going to take some test shots with this crop sensor camera, the M50, with the adapter that is native or makes the EF lenses native but still cropped. What I'm shooting today is what I just got in today, which is the Viltrox EF M filter. Mount. And this mount is supposed to basically turn this camera into a full frame camera. I think it's a 0.71 factor that it ends up changing. So I'm gonna get into it. Once I open the box, you'll kind of see what's in there and see the difference. So I took some snapshots at 24, 35, 50, and 70, just to kind of give an idea of what the focal length looks like with the existing setup. And then once I pop that baby open and put it on the camera and then put the exact same lens, you'll see the difference, because it also was supposed to give you one extra stop. So I go from 2.8 to, I think, maybe either 2.0 or 1.8 on this camera, which once again gives me more light coming in, gives me a greater depth of field, and at the same time gives me a wider shot from the 24 to 70. It'll actually make this lens 24 to 70 instead of the 1.6 crop that it normally has. So let me get into the unboxing, so to speak, and then we'll kind of go from there as far as the comparisons are concerned. So without further ado, what I'm doing right now is kind of giving you an idea of the focal length or the perceived focal length with what's going on with this M50 right now with the 24 to 70. So I started off on 24, for instance, okay? So on 24, what I'm gonna do, focus in on the Viltrox, okay? And I'll just take a photo, okay? I'm gonna take a photo of that, one. Then I'm gonna focus in, just to show depth of field, I'm gonna focus in on the bottles behind it, and then take a photo of that. And I'm gonna do the same thing for 35, 50, and then 70. And then we'll actually get into the unboxing and see the difference, focal length wise, depth of field wise from the photos and everything else. I'll just show you this one real quick, how I'm doing it. So all I'm doing is just clicking, getting that focus. You see that depth of field right there, but this is, once again, this is crop, so it's different. So I take that photo, and then I do the same thing, just the opposite. And then we do one more. We do 70. Okay. And there we go. Okay. So now we're about to get into the unboxing of the Viltrox Speed Booster. We're going to put that on the M50 instead of the adapter that comes with it, and turn this bad boy into the equivalent of a full frame camera. Okay. Okay, so I wanted to try to keep everything as consistent as possible. Here we go. So this is the Viltrox Speed Booster. This is how it came, at least. So here, let's, okay, to keep everything consistent, okay? So let's just put this right back where we had it. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to take this Speed Booster and I'm going to replace this Canon adapter with it, and then I'm going to be able to show you the difference not only in the focal length, but the fact that it's going to add a stop to this, or it should add a stop to this lens, and you should see a more depth of field. Okay, so be right back. Before I put it back on, I just want to show you the difference between the two. This is the Canon M mount. As you can see, no glass in there. All it does is it communicates with EF lenses to allow you to talk to the camera, autofocus, everything else, and it converts the lens, but it's still a crop factor of 1.6. Now this Viltrox Speed Booster, as you can see, has glass, and it pushes the information, the light, everything else, and brings it basically closer to your sensor on the camera. And therefore it allows this to not be cropped, and allows it to be full frame. So with that said, I'm going to go and put this on here, and we'll get back to seeing the differences in a second. So already what I'm looking at, and this is pretty incredible. So look how much further away I am from the box, and this is the same position, but obviously now I have the Viltrox Speed Booster on here, okay, instead of the Canon M adapter. The lens is set at 70, as you can see, and this is what we're looking at, and I'm gonna probably have to show you a comparison. I'm gonna take it all the way back to 24, and now you see just how far away it is compared to what it was before. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you the comparison between the photos, and then of course the comparison with the video, but it's already full frame right now. This is legit 24 millimeters versus what it was before. I'll try to throw up the comparison as best I can, and you'll see the difference with the video and everything else, but I think you can already see the difference in the focal length. And like I said, I'm gonna have to pull up the comparison now from the other one. One more thing I want to show you, and this is the cool part about this Speed Booster. This lens is a 2.8. So now when I look at the screen, of course the focal length is way, wider now, which is a good thing. It's letting in more light, but the way we know that is I can now go from 2.8 to 2.0, and like I said, it gives me a whole extra full stop in regards to my aperture, so it's letting in more light. Although it's not going to be like a normal full frame and give me as much of the depth of field difference, it's definitely giving me that, especially with the extra light added to 2.0, so it's a faster lens now. I'm going to leave it at 2.8 though, okay, just for the sake of continuity. And now I'm going to take the photos and get back to you.